Hey there, Wellness IQ family. Welcome back to your go-to channel for living your best life at any age. Wellness IQ here, and today we're diving into a topic that's close to so many hearts: serenity after 60. How to avoid loneliness while living alone. Turning 60 is a milestone. It's a time of freedom, reflection, and new beginnings. But for those living solo, it can also bring moments of loneliness. The good news? You can transform solitude into a vibrant, fulfilling chapter with the right mindset and strategies. In this video, we're unpacking practical tips, from embracing mindfulness to building meaningful connections, that'll help you thrive, not just survive, on your own. Whether you're navigating this journey yourself or supporting a loved one, we've got you covered with insights backed by science and real-life inspiration. Before we jump in, hit that like button if you're ready to embrace serenity. And don't forget to subscribe to Wellness IQ with that notification bell on so you never miss our weekly doses of wisdom. Oh, and drop a comment below. Tell us one thing you love about your solo time or a tip you're excited to try. Let's build this community together. Alright, let's get started on creating a life filled with peace, purpose, and connection after 60. Turning 60 often marks a significant milestone in life. For many, it heralds a period of reflection, transition, and sometimes, solitude. Children may have moved out, careers may have wound down, and social circles may have shifted or shrunk. Living alone after 60 can be a liberating experience, offering unparalleled freedom to shape one's days. Yet, it also poses a challenge. How does one maintain a sense of connection and purpose to avoid the creeping shadow of loneliness? Loneliness is not just an emotional state, it is a public health concern, linked to increased risks of depression, cognitive decline, and even mortality. However, with intentional strategies, living alone in later years can become a time of serenity, self-discovery, and meaningful engagement. This essay explores how individuals over 60 can cultivate a fulfilling life while living alone, addressing psychological, social, and practical approaches to ward off loneliness. Understanding loneliness in later life. Loneliness is distinct from solitude. Solitude is a chosen state, often restorative, where one enjoys their own company. Loneliness, conversely, is an unwelcome feeling of disconnection, even when surrounded by others. For those over 60 living alone, loneliness can stem from multiple sources: the loss of a spouse or close friends, reduced social opportunities due to retirement, or physical limitations that restrict mobility. According to a 2020 study by the National Academies of Sciences, Engineering, and Medicine, social isolation and loneliness in older adults are associated with higher risks of heart disease, dementia, and premature death. The study emphasized that loneliness is not inevitable but requires proactive measures to mitigate. The aging process itself can amplify feelings of isolation. As physical health declines, activities that once fostered connection, such as attending social events or traveling, may become challenging. Moreover, societal attitudes toward aging can marginalize older adults, reinforcing a sense of invisibility. Yet, the narrative of aging need not be one of decline. By reframing solitude as an opportunity for growth, individuals can transform their experience of living alone into one of empowerment and peace. Embracing solitude as a foundation for serenity. The first step to avoiding loneliness is to embrace solitude itself. This requires a shift in mindset, viewing time alone not as a void to be filled but as a canvas for self-expression. After 60, with fewer obligations, individuals have the chance to explore passions that may have been sidelined earlier in life. Painting, gardening, writing, or learning a musical instrument can become sources of joy and purpose. These activities not only fill time but also foster a sense of accomplishment and identity. Mindfulness practices, such as meditation or journaling, can deepen this embrace of solitude. Mindfulness encourages individuals to be present in the moment, reducing ruminations about the past or anxieties about the future. A 2018 study published in the Journal of Gerontology found that mindfulness-based interventions significantly reduced loneliness in older adults by improving emotional regulation and self-awareness. For example, a simple daily practice of gratitude journaling, writing down 3 things one is thankful for, can shift focus from what is lacking to what is abundant in one's life. Another powerful tool is self-compassion. Aging brings inevitable changes, and it's easy to fall into self-criticism or comparison with one's younger self. Practicing self-compassion involves treating oneself with the same kindness one would offer a friend. This might mean acknowledging feelings of loneliness without judgment and taking small, actionable steps to address them, such as calling a friend or engaging in a favorite hobby. By cultivating a positive relationship with oneself, solitude becomes a space of comfort rather than isolation. Building and maintaining social connections. While embracing solitude is crucial, human beings are inherently social creatures, and meaningful connections are vital to well-being. For those living alone after 60, building and maintaining social ties requires effort and creativity, especially if traditional networks have diminished. The good news is that modern technology and community resources offer unprecedented opportunities for connection. One effective strategy is to leverage technology. Video calls, social media, and messaging apps allow older adults to stay in touch with family and friends, regardless of distance. Platforms like Zoom or Skype can facilitate virtual book clubs, game nights, or family gatherings. For those less tech-savvy, community centers often offer free classes on using smartphones or computers, empowering older adults to navigate these tools confidently. A 2021 survey by AARP found that 59% of adults over 50 reported using technology to connect with others during the COVID-19 pandemic, highlighting its potential to bridge gaps. Beyond virtual connections, in-person interactions remain invaluable. Joining local groups, such as book clubs, gardening societies, or exercise classes, can foster a sense of belonging. Many communities offer senior centers with activities tailored to older adults, from art workshops to dance classes. Volunteering is another powerful way to connect while giving back. Whether tutoring children, helping at a food bank, or mentoring younger professionals, volunteering provides a sense of purpose and builds relationships. Research from the Corporation for National and Community Service shows that older volunteers report lower levels of loneliness and higher life satisfaction. For those who find it challenging to initiate new connections, small, consistent actions can make a difference. Regularly visiting a local coffee shop, attending religious services, or even chatting with neighbors can create familiarity and warmth. The key is to prioritize quality over quantity in relationships. Deep, meaningful connections with a few individuals, whether old friends or new acquaintances, are often more fulfilling than a wide but shallow social circle. Nurturing physical and mental well-being. Physical and mental health are cornerstones of a fulfilling life, particularly when living alone. Poor health can exacerbate loneliness by limiting mobility or dampening mood, while robust health enables engagement with the world. A holistic approach to well-being can transform solitude into a vibrant, active state. Exercise is a powerful antidote to loneliness. Physical activity releases endorphins, which boost mood, and group exercise classes offer social interaction. Activities like yoga, tai chi, or walking groups are gentle on aging bodies while fostering community. A 2019 study in The Lancet found that regular physical activity reduced depressive symptoms in older adults, which often accompany loneliness, even for those with mobility issues. Chair-based exercises or stretching routines can maintain vitality. Nutrition also plays a role. Preparing balanced meals can be an act of self-care. And inviting a friend or neighbor to share a meal can turn dining into a social event. Community programs, such as Meals on Wheels, often include a friendly visit alongside food delivery, providing both nourishment and connection. Mental health is equally critical. Loneliness can spiral into depression or anxiety, but proactive steps can break this cycle. Cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, available through telehealth or in-person sessions, can help reframe negative thought patterns. Engaging in lifelong learning through online courses, library programs, or community college classes keeps the mind sharp and opens doors to new social circles. For example, platforms like Coursera or Khan Academy offer free courses on topics ranging from history to computer science, allowing older adults to pursue intellectual passions. Creating a purposeful daily routine. A structured daily routine can anchor life after 60, providing stability and purpose. Without the demands of work or family, days can feel aimless, which may amplify feelings of loneliness. A well-crafted routine balances self-care, social engagement, and personal growth. Start with a morning ritual that sets a positive tone. This might include stretching, meditating, or enjoying a leisurely breakfast while listening to music or a podcast. Scheduling regular activities, such as a weekly book club, a daily walk, or a volunteer shift, creates anticipation and structure. Including time for hobbies ensures that creative outlets remain a priority. Flexibility is also important. While routine provides stability, spontaneity keeps life vibrant. Saying yes to an impromptu coffee date or trying a new activity can spark joy and connection. The key is to strike a balance between predictability and openness to new experiences. Adapting the living environment. The home environment significantly influences emotional well-being. For those living alone, creating a space that feels warm, functional, and inspiring can combat loneliness. Simple changes, like adding plants, colorful decor, or comfortable seating, can make a home feel more inviting. Designating spaces for specific activities, a reading nook, a craft corner, or a meditation area, encourages engagement in meaningful pursuits. Technology can enhance the home's role as a hub of connection. Smart speakers, like Amazon Echo or Google Home, allow voice-activated calls, music, or audiobooks, reducing feelings of isolation. For those concerned about safety, medical alert systems or smart home devices can provide peace of mind, enabling confident independence. Pets can also be powerful companions. A dog or cat offers unconditional love and a reason to stay active. Whether through walks or playtime. Studies, including one from the University of Michigan in 2019, show that pet ownership among older adults is linked to lower loneliness and improved mental health. For those unable to care for a pet, fostering animals or visiting local shelters can provide similar benefits. Navigating grief and loss. Living alone after 60 often follows significant losses, such as the death of a spouse, friends, or family members. Grief can intensify loneliness, making it essential to address these emotions. Allowing oneself to feel grief without rushing to move on is a vital first step. Support groups, whether in person or online, provide a space to share experiences and find solace. Therapy, particularly with a counselor specializing in grief, can offer tools to process loss while rebuilding a sense of purpose. Creating rituals to honor loved ones can also be healing. Lighting a candle, maintaining a memory garden, or writing letters to the departed can keep their presence alive in a comforting way. Over time, these practices can transform grief into a source of connection rather than isolation. Exploring spirituality and meaning. For many, spirituality or a sense of higher purpose provides solace in solitude. This doesn't necessarily mean religion, though faith communities can be rich sources of connection. Exploring existential questions. What gives my life meaning? How do I contribute to the world? can lead to profound insights. Practices like prayer, meditation, or attending spiritual gatherings foster a sense of belonging to something larger than oneself. Secular approaches, such as philosophy or humanism, can also provide meaning. Reading works by thinkers like Viktor Frankl, whose book Man's Search for Meaning emphasizes purpose in adversity, can inspire resilience. Joining discussion groups or attending lectures on these topics can combine intellectual stimulation with social interaction. Leveraging community resources. Communities worldwide offer resources tailored to older adults, many of which are underutilized. Senior centers, libraries, and recreation departments host events ranging from fitness classes to cultural outings. Organizations like AARP or local aging councils provide directories of services, from transportation to social programs. For those in rural areas, virtual communities, such as online forums or interest-based groups, can fill gaps. Advocacy is another avenue. Joining groups that champion causes, such as environmental protection or elder rights, connects individuals to like-minded peers while contributing to society. These activities reinforce a sense of agency, countering the passivity that can accompany loneliness. The role of lifelong learning and creativity. Engaging in lifelong learning and creative pursuits is a powerful way to stay connected to oneself and others. After 60, the pressure to achieve professionally often fades, leaving room for exploration. Taking up photography, pottery, or creative writing not only hones skills but also opens doors to communities of learners. Many universities offer free or discounted courses for seniors, covering everything from literature to technology. Creativity also fosters resilience. Crafting a story, painting a landscape, or composing a song allows individuals to process emotions and express their unique voice. Sharing these creations, through local exhibitions, online platforms, or family gatherings, builds bridges to others. Overcoming barriers to connection. Barriers such as shyness, financial constraints, or health issues can hinder efforts to avoid loneliness. Addressing these requires tailored strategies. For shyness, starting with low-pressure interactions, like attending a lecture where conversation is optional, can build confidence. Financial limitations may be mitigated by free community programs or bartering skills, such as teaching a craft in exchange for class access. For health challenges, telehealth services or home-based activities, like virtual fitness classes, ensure inclusion. Reframing aging and solitude. Ultimately, avoiding loneliness while living alone after 60 requires reframing aging itself. Society often portrays older age as a time of loss, but it can also be a season of liberation. With fewer external demands, individuals have the freedom to define their lives on their terms. Solitude becomes not a burden but a gift, an opportunity to deepen self-understanding, pursue passions, and forge authentic connections. This reframing is not about denying challenges but about approaching them with agency. Loneliness may visit, but it need not stay. By cultivating self-compassion, seeking connection, nurturing health, and embracing purpose, those over 60 can transform solitude into serenity, proving that living alone can be a vibrant, fulfilling chapter. Conclusion. Living alone after 60 is a journey that blends solitude with connection, introspection with engagement. While loneliness is a real risk, it is not an inevitable outcome. Through mindfulness, social outreach, physical and mental care, structured routines, and creative exploration, individuals can craft a life that is both peaceful and connected. The strategies outlined, embracing solitude, building relationships, prioritizing well-being, and finding purpose, offer a roadmap to serenity. Aging alone does not mean aging lonely. Instead, it can be a time to rediscover oneself, contribute to the world, and find joy in the quiet moments that define a life well lived. And that's a wrap. Wellness IQ Crew. We've just explored how to turn solitude into serenity after 60. Embracing mindfulness, nurturing connections, staying active, and finding purpose to keep loneliness at bay. Living alone doesn't mean living lonely. It's a chance to craft a life that's uniquely yours, filled with joy and meaning. We hope these tips inspire you to take that next step. Whether it's joining a local group, picking up a new hobby, or simply savoring your own company with a grateful heart. You've got this. Before you go, let's keep the conversation going. Drop a comment below and share how you're staying connected or what serenity means to you. Your story could inspire someone else in our amazing community. If you loved this video, give it a big thumbs up, and if you haven't already, hit subscribe to join the Wellness IQ family. We drop new videos every week to help you live healthier, happier, and wiser. Share this video with someone who could use a little encouragement. And check out our other videos on wellness and aging gracefully right here on the channel. Thank you for watching, for being part of this journey, and for choosing to shine bright after 60. Until next time, stay well, stay connected, and keep thriving. Peace out, Wellness IQ fam.